ball purple, but the gremlin green, boy. I'm telling you, boy. Google it, Mugg.
Yeah, yeah. If you ain't chasing this money, then I cut you off like it's nothing. I'm a focused and never no bluffing, cause I can't see my family struggling. Hell nah, run it up fast. Stack it up, get in your bag. Hey,
just give me my money.
Hey, ain't nothing but hard workers and playmakers that I really be around.
What's up, guys? It's your boy Simon Parker here. We're back with another Sauce Cutz bowling video, man. Hey, I'm excited to bring you a brand new ball review of a ball dropping tomorrow, July 18th, at the time of this video, of the brand new Squad RG Roto Grip Gremlin. Man, listen, y'all, this jank right here, bruh. Yeah, the ball is purple, but the gremlin is green. You understand? Yeah, I can't wait to get y'all on the lane so y'all can see this bad boy. This little boy is a monster, you feel me, for real. So, all right, guys, real quick, the specs of this bowler ball, we have the Rondor Maxed Core, okay? Rondor Max D or Max D. So what that is the core from the Rubicon series, and what they did was they just slapped a big puck on the bottom of it. They kind of give it that max differential, Max D, that's what D stand for. Pause, sorry, freak people. And then we have no AI cover on this core, okay? No AI outer shell, so I have to say that. So again, big core, that's where that Max D, max differential comes in. And then we have a brand new VR1 cover stock. We have the Versatile Response cover stock, and this is a versatile, responsive ball. I'm not gonna lie. So new cover stock from Squad RG. Big shouts out to them. I'm liking what I'm seeing already. It is clean, it is responsive, all right? And then we have that wrapped in power edge. It comes polished. So specs of this ball, we have a 250 RG. I throw 16 pounds. So you guys know, my differential is gonna be a little different from you guys, you know, 15 pounds. So my differential is 056, I believe. The 15 pounds goes up 0.02 diff. 0.002 diff. So you guys' differential is 058, mine is 011, and the intermediate diff, and I believe that's the same. So it's the 3 specs for an asymmetrical bowling ball. And yeah, man, to get this thing on the lane so y'all can see what it do, man. This thing, what? The ball purple. It's actually Tanzanite, but the ball purple, but the gremlin green, man. And it's mean, so I'm gonna let y'all see that. So in comparing, we have my ball right here. My boy, Belmo's Identity. Kind of similar, probably a little weaker core. And then we have the Equinox, something that's kind of been thrown, that's been like love. Of course, you know, I got my first 800 with this. And then I'm bringing y'all something that I never brought to the channel before, but this ball is near and dear to me because it gave me my first honor score, and that ball is the Roto Grip Attention Star. And we're gonna talk about this one. So the reason why I bought the Roto Grip Attention Star is because when I first got the Attention Star, like when a year ago, probably like a year ago, or a little over a year ago, back when I was just getting into thinking I was knowing what I was doing. I was kind of finding myself, finding my identity in the sport of bowling, and shot my first 300, gave me my first honor score. And when I first got the Attention Star, it gave me a feeling like stand left, throw it there, and it's gonna get to the pocket, right? But as I got better, as my knowledge started to grow in bowling, I started to see how forward the Attention Star really was, and it didn't give me that feeling no more, you know? It's still a great ball, great to use on sport. It's, you know what I'm saying, I kind of throw it when I want to play a little straighter. But now that we have the gremlin and other stuff like the identity, you know, I'm starting to see where things are like, the Attention Star was not that anglers, but so the gremlin gives me that feeling again. So there are some people out there that had the Attention Stars where some people for first ball was Attention Star, and they kind of still get that feeling. But now I want to show you guys the difference of the entry angle to the pocket. So I'm excited to show y'all that, man. All right, so listen, this is the first video I get to shoot after the 1K subscribers. So guys, let's give a big shout out to the Sauce Cutz Bowling Nation real quick, man. You know, big up to y'all, man. Big up to y'all. So again, I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for allowing me to get to 1,000 subscribers. Man, it was only a couple months ago where I was at 44, you feel me? Like, this is really growing. And I love the fact that you guys are seeing the growth. Y'all seeing the positivity what this channel is about. You know, like I said, about having fun in bowling. The bowling community is already toxic, negative, naysayers, everybody talking about somebody. Everybody, it's a big high school, you feel me? But with this channel, man, we want to not only bring education, but we want to bring fun back to the sport of bowling, man. So again, I appreciate you guys following me. I appreciate you guys subscribing to the content, liking the content, watching the content, even the haters. I appreciate y'all too. You know, y'all watching, I know y'all are. So with that being said, we're gonna have a giveaway. We had 1K subscribers. I said I was gonna do a giveaway. We're gonna do a giveaway, all right? But you gotta stay tuned to the end of the video to find out what that giveaway is. So don't leave, all right? Let's get into this review. All right, guys, also my PAP is 5 5/8 right. If you're fixing me, 5 5/8 right, and 1 1/2 up. So what that means with this layout for all of these actually, is 50 by 5 by 35. Okay, I'm actually gonna change that soon. I put that on everything, but I'm actually gonna change that soon. I think I'm gonna start going 45 by 5 by 35. And I know it's not a big change, but I got the ball speed, so you know, I can get away with it. But so again, layout 50 by 5 by 35. All right, let's get into the review, man. Before we get started, bitch, I mean, can we appreciate the drip though? Sheesh. That's my light skin face. Can we appreciate the drip? Can we appreciate the, you feel me? Got the purple on with the green. Don't hate, cause I'm mean. You know what I'm talking about? No, I'm just playing. All right, guys, let's get into the review. We're gonna move right. Let's hit 10. Watch this thing spin. You know what I'm talking about? Don't steal my stuff. Listen, y'all, it's some bowling ball content creators out there that's been doing it. I'm inspiring them. They ain't gonna admit it, but I'm inspiring them. I'm seeing a lot of me out there, if that makes sense. But it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? That's what we're supposed to do. Aspire to inspire before you expire. That's free game. All right. All right, so let's hit. Stop the jibber jabber. All right, so let's hit 10. Flatten my hand out a little bit. Watch the thing go up the boards. See what happens. Yeah, so it moves, all right, it moves, okay? So new cover stock, fairly clean, responsive, versatile response. The Mugg response. So let's move it left a little bit. Stand about, sitting around 31. This is around like 14, 15 of the arrows. Look that wide, it's a respondent. What I can see that this is friction responsive. This ball is very friction responsive for sure. It's clean, but that 056 you can see it picking up in the mid lane, so it's not like stupid clean where it's like it's skid flip or it misses the break point. It does read the break point, it does read the mid lane. You can see it spinning a little bit, and that's why I went with the green inserts. I like to see that rotation, man. I'm on about 34 with my feet. Just hit about like 15 of the arrows. Let's get this thing down the lane. Ooh, almost fell. Yeah. So I'm about to keep moving. That's just what it is. All right, y'all. This probably I'll be around in this area for score, for league. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Wait, we need, boy, please, boy. Let's do that, boy. Man. But I told y'all, the ball purple, but the gremlin is green, and it's mean. Y'all saw that. Let's do it again, man. Let's do that again. All right, let's do that one again, man. This bad boy, this little monster, literally, is a little monster. Got that one right. Boy, ain't no AI core in that. Pins explode. Boy, you saw that pin? I'm gonna replay that in slow motion. Pins is flying, bro. Good googly moogly, boy. Sheesh. Man, I think I broke the lane machine. Little gremlin broke the lane machine. Oh, it's fixed, y'all. Whew. Man, I said, boy, that would have been 30 minutes right there. If you know, you know. But all right, y'all, let's move left with this little monster. Cause this little monster is a monster. Literally. All right. Pull out the Belmo approach. I've been working on this too, y'all. See what happens. The ball's purple with the Gremlin green, man. You see, I got the shirt on the mat. Boy, oh my gosh. Man, boy. Whew. Let's do that again. Let me do that again. Let's do that again. And look, guys, I don't know if y'all can see it, but there's some flare rings on this bad boy. That's that differential, max D. Remember, differential is the width of the flare ring. So we have that 056, so the flare rings are like this wide. Maybe hard to see, but just trust me on it, all right? But let's do that one again. Because that one split the 89. That split the 89. I'll do that one again. And I'm gonna be honest, can I be honest, y'all? I didn't think I was gonna like this ball. And that's being honest. Why? Because I thought I was expecting that 056, that clean cover. I thought it was gonna cancel each other out. I thought the cover was gonna be too clean, and then the core was gonna be too massive. It was gonna start really, really early. It wasn't gonna have nothing to finish down lane. But as y'all see where I'm playing, this bad boy is flying, okay? And finishing. I definitely can see this ball like after you get out of your big asyms or your asyms that fly a little bit, or let's say like your RST hyperdrives or your origins, and you want something that still can kind of make that corner, that still kind of blends it out just a little bit, but it has enough energy that you can kind of get left. But it's clean, but the core picks up in the mid lane. I think this is where this ball fits. It's like, it's not weak in no sense of imagination. It's just clean. And I haven't even touched the surface yet, and y'all see where I'm playing with it. I think all styles can get away with this ball. And what I mean is, if you throw kind of straighter and you have low speed or low revs, you can kind of stay right. You have a ball that's gonna be able to make the corner for you, okay? And then if you have a lot of revs, you got a ball that you can get left with, and you don't have to worry about it not finishing or deflecting in the pocket or going too forward. Like I said, that 011 is not that big of it's not that big of a differential in asymmetric standings, right? So it definitely finishes. It's not continuous, but it doesn't go super straight either. It is angular. It does create entry angle into the pocket, okay? That is huge. So sometimes a lot of people get quick, angular, or rounding quick and stuff, and they get that mixed up. IQ is quick and round off the spot. What's another one? The Ion Pro Solid is round and quick off the spot. Not necessarily angular. This stuff right here, the Identity, the Gremlin, the Attention Start, that's that. Now we're touching in that angular category, that entry angle into a pocket, where you kind of have to throw at a certain angle to hit the pocket, to get the entrance into the pocket. That makes sense, right? So I think all styles can get away with this ball. Like I said, it's not super, super weak, but it's definitely a ball that you can get away with, after maybe game 1, game 2 in league, because I wouldn't throw it on the fresh. And here's why I wouldn't throw it on the fresh. On the fresh, you have crisp conditions, okay? It's where the pattern is laid out, whether it be a house shot or sports shot. And where the pattern ends, it's extremely dry, okay? There's no carry down, there's no transition, there's no shim, there's no wall, there's nothing. It's just pattern, stop, friction. This is a friction responsive ball. So what that means is, in practice, you may be throwing this thing, you standing left, and you swinging it, it's like, it's just flying, it's flying. It's a lot of friction down there. So that can give you some inconsistent reads, because then when scoring starts to play, and then even after practice, you now have transition, you now have carry down to deal with. So you're gonna throw the ball sometimes, and then it's gonna maybe see some friction, maybe not, because you don't know if you're in somebody else carry down, your carry down. You know what I'm saying? It might be a puddle down there. You don't know what somebody else is throwing. They might be throwing something that's just pushing oil down there. They might be just throwing something that's eating oil up, where it may get friction early. So this is a friction responsive ball. I would not throw this on the fresh unless I'm hitting it with surface to kind of blend it out, to calm it down. All right. This is the ball where, after game 1, you kind of set yourself up, and man, you can boy. Let's get into these comparisons. So I'm gonna throw first the Equinox, my 800 ball, and the only reason I'm throwing this is because it's something that's in our line now, that's kind of fresh, that people love. Like I said, I got my first 800 on this thing, and yeah, it's kind of love around the world right now. So let's find the pocket with this. I believe it's gonna be just a little more round. Probably the roundest out of everything. Okay. Find the pocket. Move left with it. Move left. Move left, move left, move left. All right, so we're moving left with the Equinox. Find a pocket with this bad boy. I still like that ball. So as you guys see, I think it is going to be a little bit more rounder. Picks up a little earlier. I think that's that cover stock. It's not as clean as the VR1 versatile response cover stock that's on the Gremlin. Like I said, I believe it's right under the Phase 2, the Ion Pro Solid cover stock. It's like right under the TX16. And like I said, that's a good ball to kind of like. It's not as skid flippy like Sushum, but it does have a little angle, but it's just a little bit more round out of the bunch. Outside of the two stock, we'll get into that. All right, so from that same spot, I'm gonna now throw the Gremlin so y'all can see the difference of where this picks up as in reference to the Equinox. Okay. Gets down the lane a little longer. Does pick up in the mid lane, not a lot of pickup, but it's a little cleaner than the Equinox, and a lot cleaner than the Equinox, I should say. And as you saw, it had just enough energy to just miss the head pin to the left. So again, let's move left with the Gremlin, find a pocket again with the Gremlin, and then we're gonna try to throw the Equinox in the same spot. All right, so let's find a pocket with the Gremlin. Oh my gosh. Throw the Equinox from the same spot. Man, boy. Good googly woogly, boy. Man. Throw the Gremlin from the same spot, see what happens. Oh, I threw that wide. That ain't it. Okay. I got to see something. So, shape-wise, you see where the strengths lie. You see where the Equinox is earlier, where the Gremlin's a little longer. I was able to strike it from the same point as I did with the Gremlin. Probably a hand manipulation, but you see the shape is a little different, where it kind of picks up a little early, straightens out, and kind of just goes straight into the pocket, where the Gremlin is kind of angular, rounds, and it has some energy to kind of finish through the pocket that way. So they're both split the 8-9, but like I said, the Equinox is a good ball. So next comparison, let's get into the identity. Y'all see like I'm losing the color in this thing, man. I've been using this sport shot, house shot, my shot, your shot, boy. It's a good ball, So this one though, this is what I'm curious to see. I'm curious to see if this is gonna be cleaner, snappier. Is it gonna be weaker, a step down, sideways, up? So we gonna get a kind of a live intro. I'm actually gonna just start left because usually there ain't no need to move right with that bad boy. That's out the gate. I love that ball. All right, so that shot split the 8-9. I was able to hit around like 19, 20 around the arrows, and it did get on there, nice, clean, angular motion to the pocket. Let's throw that again. The identity again. I threw that one a little wider. See what happens. Okay. All right. Do that a little wide. It kind of like, I don't know if the cover stock burnt up or the core burnt up, or I just got it wide and the flat 10. So I wonder if I get the Gremlin in the same spot. Let's see what happens. So let's get the Gremlin wide, and let's push it out wide, and so we can compare how does it finish in reference to the identity. We'll do the same thing. Let's get the Gremlin wide. See how it responds. So in my eyes, I don't know, based on what I see, what I thought, I was assuming that the identity will probably be a lot, like be strong, not a lot, be stronger than. I think the Gremlin may be a step up from the identity. That's not what I'm seeing. You know, in the comments, you guys let me know what you guys think. I think the Gremlin is a step up from the identity. It is clean, they're both clean. But I think the Gremlin picks up just a little earlier because of the core being bigger, the differential being a lot more differential. Let's throw it again. Let's try it again. Let's test out the theory, you know. So let's swing. Let's test that out. To test that out, we're gonna swing the identity. Let's hit around 5th or 4th arrow and see how this finishes. And we know what the Gremlin do. Okay. Light, kind of truck to the pocket, straightened up. Kind of went a little forward. So I hit like 21-ish. Let's do the same thing with the Gremlin. Let's see how it finishes. Let's do the same thing with the Green Gremlin. The ball purple, but the Gremlin green, man. And he mean. There's a little monster here. I ain't throw that one good. I'm throwing better. It struck though, but let's throw it better. All right, throw this one a little better. Oh, hey man, I don't know, man. I don't know, that's tough. That's tough. It's like, it could be a step up and it could be a step sideways. So in my eyes, man, I don't know. That's tough. That's tough. So that's tough. They both good. They both good. So let's do this. Let's get to the attention star. Let's see how that moves. So guys, the attention star is, like I said, one of them balls. Like I said, I got my first honor score with, first 300. And this was that piece for me. It was, I'm not gonna lie. It was that piece that, like, you know, stand left, get right. Stand left, throw it right. But now, as I'm bowling, I'm starting to see how angular it not is. It is angular, but I'm starting to see how forward it is. It's the best way to put it. So let's throw this, and y'all gonna see how far right I go with it. All right, find a pocket with a 10 hook. Catch your star. I throw a little better. I did get it right, but it's like I had to kind of, you know, I ain't want to deflect 10, but it deflected anyway, so I throw it a little better. You see how earlier, like kind of like locked up on me, kind of went a little forward, and so that's why that last shot I kind of had to kind of get it to the right. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like, you saw how forward it got. So I think, like I said, the reason I brought this ball up, like I said, I think their shapes are they're different, right? I believe the Gremlin, that's it, the Gremlin. The Gremlin is that ball where you can get left, throw it right, and it's gonna have the energy. It's gonna store the energy up enough to not only be angular to the pocket, but it's not gonna be as forward. So I'm gonna throw the Gremlin from the same spot, and man, from there I'm gonna give y'all some montage of strikes, and then we're gonna get to the outro, all right? Whoa, the ball purple, but the Gremlin green, boy. I'm telling you, boy. Good googly moogly. Thing's just driving, man. All right, guys, let's get into these montage strikes. I'm gonna change the angle so that way I can kind of get a more direct lane view of them and see the ball motion, all right? Ooh, almost fell. All right, guys, there you have it, the brand new ball review, Sauce Cutz bowling ball review of the Squad RG Roto Grip Gremlin, man. Hey, the ball purple, but the Gremlin green. Hey, this thing nasty. And new cover stock as well. We have the VR1, which is versatile response cover stock, and it's responsive. Learning balls where you can get left, and man, just watch it come back. Again, very, very big entry angle for this ball. Monster. The Gremlin is a monster, straight up. Monster entry angle, all right? I feel like this ball would be good for actually all bowlers. If you have low speed and low RPMs with low rev rate, this is a ball that you can kind of, you know, you'll probably get left with it just out of your comfort zone where you usually play a little straighter. You know, when that line burns up a little bit, where your benchmark or whatever, or your bigger ball, your bigger ball start to burn up, you can get left, this probably get a little longer than that and still have the energy to finish in the pocket, okay? It won't go too long, but it will go a little longer than that. And then if you have hand and low speeds, you really will have to get left And this one, you have a ball now that you're gonna be able to wheel it, and it's gonna have energy to split the 8-9. And if you have high ball speed and high RPMs, you can find that difference in between those, and man, you can have the world. All I'm gonna say is, put your seatbelt on. You feel me? Because this monster hooks. You feel me? And not hook front. I'm sorry. This monster is angular. Let me say that. That's the difference. Hooks front to back, angular is left to right. All right. So again, guys, I want to give a big shout out to my pro shop. Again, this ball comes out July 18th. Again, y'all know, man. Look, if you in Fayetteville area, I don't know where you're going to get your bowling balls. Stop by the pro shop here at B&B Lanes. Tell Andrew Simba said you want the Gremlin that comes out July 18th, which is tomorrow, this Friday. All right. And if Dub and there, tell Dub to make sure it's clean for you. You know what I'm saying? But no, just shout out, man. Big shout out to my guys there. Like I said, come through, they'll get you right. All right. Lastly, guys, big thank you, huge thank you for all the supporters we have, guys. Like I said, we are at 1,000 subscribers. I did not forget y'all. I appreciate y'all. Me and my wife appreciate you guys. We appreciate the support that we had since we started this channel, man. The positive energy, the vibes. Now we got some haters, you know. So we got some insecure folk that's old enough to be my auntie, old enough to be my granddaddy. You feel what I'm saying? That's instead of welcoming us and supporting us, they rather hate, spread rumors. You know, you got people, insecure folks. You know what I'm saying? It's like a big. The bowling community is like a big high school, especially. That's a whole nother conversation. But so outside of all the naysayers, outside of all the negativity, outside of all the insecure folks, man, we got a group of supporters, at least 1,000 people, at least 1,000 that rock with us. So Sauce Cutz Bowling Nation, I appreciate you guys. So with that being said, here are the rules for the giveaway. It's simple, real simple. Pay attention, got me? Bet. All you gotta do is share this video to one of your platforms, whether it be Facebook, Instagram, Hotmail, Ymail, MySpace, whatever one it is, share it to that platform. And then all you gotta do is come back to here, comment down below, Sauce Cutz Bowling, @1K, done. And then your social media handle. Simple, that's all you gotta do. Share it, come back, comment, Sauce Cutz Bowling, @1K, done. Then your Instagram, Facebook, MySpace, whatever your handle is, so I can go through and see it. And from there, we'll be picking somebody who's gonna get 2 free Sauce Cutz Bowling shirts. Some merch, y'all gonna get some merch, man. Don't you want the merch? We're gonna get some merch, man. We're gonna get y'all some merch, bro. Again, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Let's keep going. Let's keep going and growing, guys. Again, I appreciate y'all. For real, man. And I always remember, new frame, new game. All right? Peace.
Same grind, same time, stay positive, y'all. Ain't trying to link, yeah. If there won't be no profit involved, let's put our heads together, get a master plan to get a stacking bands. Or every time you need to hold some cash, you wanna ask your mans.